Here's the part 2 you didn't ask for my video series of me asking ChatGPT, what do people want to know about Canadian mortgages? Part 2, so getting approved. First question, what are the requirements for a mortgage approval in Canada? Well, we're going to need an application and all the corresponding documents. We're going to need to access a credit report, make sure that everything seems legitimate, and submit it to the lender for them to review. Now, what documents are you going to need? And that's going to depend on the type of position that you carry. So if it's a salary position, we're documents like letter of employment, most recent pay stub, previous 2 years T4s. Self-employed, we're going to need things like previous 2 years T1s, previous 2 years notice of assessments, your previous 2 years financial statements. If this is for a purchase, we're going to need 90 days bank statements. If it's for a property that you're trying to refinance or renew, we're going to need the mortgage statement, property tax statement, home insurance statement. We're also going to need the void check from whatever bank account you want the mortgage payments to come out of. We'll need copies of ID. All of those documents will be listed in the application for you to upload, with some additional documents may be required depending on the situation. How much can I afford to borrow? Well, it's going to depend on a variety of different factors like income, down payment, credit, debt, etc. But here's what you could roughly afford based on numbers as of today. With a household income of $80,000, minimal debt, 5% down payment, you'd be looking at around a purchase price of $340,000. With a $90,000 household income, minimal debt, 5% down payment, you're going to be looking at a purchase price around $380,000. With a household income of $100,000, minimal debt, 5% down payment, you'll be looking at a purchase price around $420,000. And with a household income of $110,000, minimal debt, 5% down payment, you're going to be looking around the purchase price of $470,000. Now, there are a lot of factors that could move the needle one way or the other for each of those different scenarios. What is the minimum down payment for a home in Canada? Well, purchase price $500,000 or less, it's going to be 5% for a minimum down payment. If the purchase price is $500,001 to just under 1.5 million, you'll need 5% on the first 500,000 and 10% on the remainder, anything above 500,000. If it's over 1.5 million, minimum down payment is going to start at 20%. If it's a rental property, minimum down payment is going to start at 20%, unless you are buying like a triplex and you're going to live in one of the units and rent out the other units, then the primary residence down payment structure would apply in that situation. Follow along. Let me know in the comments if you want to see part 3. Chances are I'll probably still do it, but let me know.